You ever think about what happens when things go sideways? I mean, really think about it. Not just a minor inconvenience or a little fender bender, but a real societal breakdown. Imagine a world where everything you take for granted suddenly disappears. The streets are chaotic, people are in distress, and the very fabric of society seems to be unraveling right before your eyes. We're talking full-on grid down, supply chains busted, the whole 9 yards. Picture walking into a supermarket and seeing nothing but empty shelves, the power's out and there's no telling when it will come back on. It's a scenario that feels like it's straight out of a dystopian movie, but it's a reality that could happen. It's a scary thought, man. The fear is palpable, and it's written all over people's faces. The anxiety, the uncertainty, it's enough to make anyone feel overwhelmed. Most people don't want to even go there, but that's a mistake. Ignoring the possibility doesn't make it any less real. In fact, denial can be one of the most dangerous mindsets to have in a crisis. See, the difference between making it out all right and, well, not making it out often comes down to your mindset. It's about being prepared, both mentally and physically. It's about having a plan and being ready to adapt when things don't go as expected. We're talking about the mental traps that can trip you up when the you-know-what hits the fan. Stress, indecision, and panic can cloud your judgment and lead to poor choices. It's crucial to recognize these traps and know how to navigate them. So let's dive into these 5 deadly mindsets and, more importantly, how to avoid them. We'll explore each one in detail, providing you with the knowledge and tools you need to stay calm, focused, and resilient in the face of adversity. Whether it's through research, preparation, or simply changing the way you think, there are steps you can take to ensure you're ready for whatever comes your way. We'll look at practical skills too, like how to build a shelter, start a fire, and find clean water. These are the basics that can make a huge difference in a survival situation. But beyond the physical skills, it's the mental preparation that will truly set you apart. Techniques like mindfulness and meditation can help you stay calm under pressure. When your mind is clear, you can think more logically and make better decisions. It's about training your mind to stay focused and not get overwhelmed by the chaos around you. And let's not forget the importance of community. In times of crisis, having a support system can be invaluable. Whether it's family, friends, or neighbors, coming together and helping each other can make all the difference. It's about building strong relationships and knowing you can rely on others when things get tough. Finally, we'll talk about the importance of reflection and setting goals. Keeping a journal can help you process your thoughts and emotions, and setting clear goals can give you a sense of direction and purpose. It's about staying proactive and not letting the situation control you. So, as we embark on this journey, remember that preparation is key. It's not just about surviving, but thriving. With the right mindset and tools, you can face any challenge head-on and come out stronger on the other side. Let's get started. This first one's a real killer, man. It's the kind of mindset that can really mess you up if you're not careful. It's the "somebody will save me" mindset. You know, that belief that if things get really bad, someone else will step in and fix everything for you. People think, oh, if things get bad enough, the government will bail us out. They imagine that in the worst-case scenario, there will be some kind of safety net to catch them. Like FEMA's gonna be there overnight with a hot meal and a cot. Dude, that's a fantasy. The reality is far less comforting. In a real crisis, first responders will be overwhelmed. They won't have the resources or the manpower to help everyone who needs it. They're going to be dealing with their own families, their own problems. When disaster strikes, everyone is in survival mode, including those who are supposed to help. You can't rely on anyone but yourself, and maybe the people you've built a real solid network with. It's about creating a community of like-minded individuals who can support each other. This isn't about being selfish, it's about being realistic. It's about understanding that in a crisis, you need to be prepared to take care of yourself and those you care about. When the grid goes down, the clock starts ticking, and no one's coming to save the day but you. You need to have a plan, supplies, and the skills to handle whatever comes your way. Think about it. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to wait for help? Maybe it was a minor inconvenience, like a flat tire or something more serious. How long did it take for help to arrive? Now, imagine that on a much larger scale, with thousands or even millions of people needing assistance at the same time. The system just can't handle it. Look at past disasters. Hurricane Katrina, the 2008 financial crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic. In each of these situations, the response was slow, and many people were left to fend for themselves. The government and emergency services can only do so much. they have limited resources and are often stretched thin. So, what can you do? Start by taking responsibility for your own safety and well-being. Build an emergency kit with enough supplies to last at least a few weeks. Learn basic survival skills like first aid, fire starting, and water purification. Have a plan for different types of emergencies, whether it's a natural disaster, economic collapse, or something else. And don't forget about your community. Get to know your neighbors and build relationships with people you can trust. In a crisis, having a network of supportive individuals can make all the difference. Share resources, skills, and information. Work together to create a plan that benefits everyone. It's also important to think about security. In a crisis, there may be an increase in crime and looting. Make sure your home is secure and that you have a way to protect yourself and your loved ones. This might mean learning self-defense, installing security systems, or even just having a dog. Finally, take care of your mental and emotional health. Crises are stressful, and it's easy to become overwhelmed. Practice stress relief techniques like meditation or exercise. Stay connected with loved ones and make time for activities that bring you joy. A strong mind and body will help you navigate difficult times more effectively. Remember, preparedness is a journey, not a destination. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep improving your skills. The more prepared you are, the better you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. And who knows? You might even inspire others to take their own preparedness seriously. So ditch the "somebody will save me" mindset. Take control of your own destiny. Be proactive, be prepared, and be resilient. Because in the end, the only person you can truly rely on is yourself. This next one's all about overconfidence. The "I'll just wing it" mentality. Look, I'm all for adaptability, but when the SHTF, you don't want to be figuring things out on the fly. That's like trying to learn jujitsu while someone's trying to choke you out. You need to have a plan. You need to practice your skills. Fire starting, water purification, basic first aid. These aren't just cool skills to show off at a campsite. They're life-saving skills that you need to have ingrained, so ditch the winging it attitude and get prepared. I can do it all alone. The lone wolf's fatal flaw. This one's close to my heart, man. The "I can do it all alone" trap. Look, I get it. There's a certain romance to the lone wolf, the self-sufficient survivor. But the truth is, in a real crisis, community is key. You need people you can trust, people with different skill sets, people who can watch your back. Building a network of like-minded individuals, people who are also preparing, that's crucial. Because when things get rough, and they will, you're going to need someone to have your six. It won't be that bad. The normalcy bias delusion. This one's a real head-scratcher. The "it won't be that bad" mindset. It's like people think a major crisis is just going to be a minor inconvenience. They'll say, "Oh, it's not going to happen here, or it'll blow over quickly." Dude, that's the normalcy bias talking. It's our brain's way of clinging to the familiar, even when the evidence suggests otherwise. Don't fall for it. Pay attention to the signs, stay informed, and be prepared to act when the time comes. If I don't fight, I'll be fine. The passive prey fallacy. This last one's tough to talk about, but we gotta keep it real. The idea that if you don't fight, you'll be fine is a dangerous misconception. It's a mindset that can leave you vulnerable in situations where your safety is at risk. The "if I don't fight, I'll be fine" mentality is more common than you might think. Many people believe that by staying passive they can avoid conflict and danger, but the reality is, this approach can often make you an easy target. Look, I'm not saying you need to become a trained killer, but you need to be able to defend yourself. Self-defense isn't about aggression, it's about protection. It's about having the skills and confidence to handle a situation if it turns bad. In a crisis, desperation can make people do crazy things. When people are scared or desperate, they can act unpredictably. This is why it's crucial to be prepared. You never know when you might find yourself in a situation where you need to defend yourself or others. You need to be aware of your surroundings, trust your gut, and be prepared to act if someone threatens your safety. Take a self-defense class, learn some basic techniques, and practice them regularly. It's not just about physical skills, it's about mental preparedness too. Learn some basic hand-to-hand combat. These skills can give you the confidence to stand your ground and protect yourself. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being prepared and knowing what to do if the worst happens. And don't be afraid to fight back if you have to. Sometimes, the best way to protect yourself is to stand up and take action. It's not about seeking out conflict, but about being ready to defend yourself if necessary. Remember, your safety is paramount, and being prepared can make all the difference. Self-defense classes can teach you more than just physical techniques. They can also help you develop situational awareness, which is crucial in avoiding dangerous situations in the first place. By being aware of your surroundings and recognizing potential threats, you can often avoid conflict altogether. Practicing self-defense with a partner can also help you build confidence. When you know you have the skills to protect yourself, you're less likely to freeze up in a crisis. Confidence can be a powerful deterrent to potential attackers. Walking with confidence and being aware of your surroundings can make you less of a target. Predators often look for easy prey, and someone who appears confident and alert is less likely to be targeted. Sharing experiences and learning from others in a self-defense class can also be incredibly valuable. Hearing about real-life situations and how others have handled them can give you insights and strategies that you might not have considered. Remember, self-defense is not just about physical strength. It's about being smart, prepared, and confident. It's about knowing when to avoid a situation and when to stand your ground. By taking the time to learn and practice self-defense, you're investing in your safety and well-being. So, don't fall into the passive prey fallacy. Take control of your safety. Learn, practice, and be prepared. Your safety is worth the effort. If something here helped shift your thinking or gave you a new idea, let me know in the comments. If you want more practical, no-nonsense prepping tips, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. At the end of the day, gear is great, but your mindset is what holds everything together. Stay sharp, stay steady, and keep doing the work now that'll pay off when it really counts.